How are you boys doing? It is Jack and or Mango, and I'm back today with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the top Splitgate tips for beginners that you guys need to know when coming into this game. Right off the jump, we're just going to start right here with the tips, and tip number one, I'd say understanding the maps and portal walls. Nothing is more important than knowing the maps and how to get around them faster than your opponents. Portal walls are just the walls that have these blue like hexagonal shapes on them. And those are the walls that you can constantly teleport on. If there's a portal already on that wall though, you can't teleport there because it's already been taken up. Other than that, learning the maps isn't that hard. Just from doing the portal races, increasing your speed and time, as well as playing casual play just so you can get around, learn the maps, and understand them, will help you 10 times more than you'd ever think about. And here we go with tip number two. We're going to start talking about power weapons and why you need to start to understand them. First, let's talk about the fact that power weapons aren't always there and in your inventory. Unlike the pistol and sometimes the carbine and AR, you spawn with them. But the power weapons are always on the ground. The shotgun, the railgun, and rocket launcher, for example. Unlike almost every gun in this game, the rocket launcher and the plasma rifle both take time to travel with their bullets. They're not instantaneous. I have my crosshair on him, they're gonna hit. So next time you're using the plasma rifle in game and you notice you've had some struggles or some difficulties with it, try leading your shots a little bit more next time. And since we're on the subject of power weapons, let's talk about the shotgun spread and the crosshair UI. Now the crosshair UI has a bunch of options for different crosshairs for you to use, and a lot of the guns have amazing default crosshairs that don't need change to whatsoever, but the shotgun itself has a hexagonal spread that most people aren't aware of, and the default crosshair for the shotgun is a circle. So the best thing to do in my opinion is to go to your settings, your UI settings, crosshairs, and change your crosshair from that circle on the shotgun to diamond 2. It gives it more of that hexagonal shape and it'll be 100% easier to hit your shots. Number 3, we're going to talk about portal angles. Portal angles are very important solely because if you know an angle that your opponent doesn't, you can get behind them, you can run away, you can rotate, you can get the power weapons, and you can do all of these things faster than anyone else can. For tip number 4, I'm going to give you the best tip that you're going to hear all day from any video you're ever going to watch on Splitgate tips. Do the portal races. The portal races will help you get so much faster and so much mechanically better at your portaling. Not even that, they'll also get you more knowledgeable on the maps that you have to play. Since we're on the subject of portals, I figured I'd give you this tip as well. So for tip number 5, we're going to talk about why you don't always push through your portals. Now, pushing through your portals is a good thing, especially when you know you're going to survive and or kill a team or escape. But if you're not going to do any of those things and you're just pushing through to push through, you could easily get wiped in an instant. You might be asking, well, how do I do that? And it's super simple. All you got to do when you place your portal down is just look left and right like you're crossing the street so you don't get hit by a sniper instead of a car. Just look. Just make sure you're safe, and as soon as you can go through that portal and you know you're safe, you can possibly get up behind someone and take out their entire enemy team. This isn't really a tip for beginners, but it is a tip that you're going to want to learn and know in the future. So triple portaling and or pixel walking is very important solely because you can rotate, you can run, you can outposition, and kill people 10 times faster than anyone else on the battlefield if you can triple portal. And if not, that's perfectly okay. Over time, you will start to learn how to triple portal and you will learn how to do these things. But for now, just start worrying about where you're going to go with your portal and worry about if you can survive or not. For tip number 6, I just wanted to tell you guys to go out of your comfort zone. This game is not a game where you can sit here in corners and try to play practically. That's not how this game works. You have to be smart. You have to be constantly going out of your comfort zone to try to outplay your opponent. I promise you nothing is more important in this game than trying to be different from your opponent. Number 7, I'm going to talk about the private matches and why they're actually important in the long run. So whether you're playing private match to have fun with your friends or you're playing private matches to set yourself a challenge with bots, say 50% health and only headshots with the carbine, then you're definitely going to get better, especially when it comes to your aim and your positioning. Another important part about the game is portal blocking, especially if you're trying to play competitive or against really good players on a capture the flag, domination, or king of the hill point. So for tip number 8, I'm just going to straight up tell you portal blocking. Portal blocking is super important. If you have a wall that is able to take up 2 spaces with a portal, or 3 or 4, try to get yourself and or your teammates with you to try to block that wall so they can't portal to you or to the point faster than you can. So for tip number 9, we're going to talk about shooting through portals. Shooting through portals can be very effective, but it can also get you killed super fast because it's not like you're invisible when you're in that portal. People can still shoot through it and they can still detect whether you're behind it or not. So take your chances, take the risk, but also try to get a couple kills if you can. So for tip number 10, we're just going to talk about the grenades. And if you haven't heard, or you don't know, or you just haven't downloaded the game yet, the grenades in this game do absolutely no damage. Well, you might be, oh, well, why do they do that? They're just basically EMP grenades. They're not meant to do damage, and they're only there and only meant to destroy your enemy's portals. And that'll be all for today's video. And if you guys want any more types of these videos, advanced Splitgate tips and tricks, or even any other types of videos, leave a comment and I would definitely reply back to you and try to get those out as soon as possible. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and have a great day.